The Vatican is a sovereign city-state that houses the headquarters of the Catholic Church, and is located within the capital of another country, Rome, Italy. It has an area of 44 hectares and the total population in 2024 is 523, which represents 0% of the world population. It is the official residence of the Pope, leader of the Roman Catholic Apostolic Church. But how is it financed? What are the inversions it makes like? What is the total assets it has? And the capital? What actions does it has? What is the most valuable object it owns? Today, on Extraordinary Walks, we delve into the depths of the Vatican to answer all these questions. In financial terms, despite being the smallest state in the world, the Vatican operates similarly to other states. Their income comes from donations to the church, the sale of postage stamps and souvenirs to tourists, tickets to museums, sales of publications, and from returns obtained from investments in various markets and assets, which are not related to religious issues. The Vatican has become a topic of debate due to the lack of transparency in its accounts since it became a state in 1929. How much money does the Vatican have? According to Money Morning, a Nasdaq financial services firm, no one knows with certainty the exact amount of money this state has. One reason for this lack of clarity is that in many countries religious groups are not required to report their finances. However, Pope Francis has expressed interest in making the state more transparent in this regard. In 2021, the Vatican published for the first time its assets, which are estimated at around 1.4 billion euros. In addition, the report revealed that the state had income in 2020 of 248 million euros, compared to expenses of 315 million euros in the same period. The Vatican's assets are diversified in various assets and investments, ranging from the real estate market to participations in companies through investment funds. In the real estate field, the Vatican owns more than 5,000 properties, mainly in Italy, representing around 80% of its portfolio, while the rest is distributed in different places around the world, including luxury properties in cities such as London, Geneva, Lausanne, and Paris, according to Reuters. Let us also remember that the Vatican is the largest shareholder of the Swiss bank and is the owner of the White House in the Vatican, an official residence of the Pope. The White House is the second largest official residence in the world, after Buckingham Palace. Additionally, the Vatican invests in a variety of sectors through investment funds. However, controversies arose in 2020 related to the misuse of donations from faithful in the Centurion Global Fund, which had investments in energy projects and Hollywood films. As a result, Pope Francis moved fund management from the Secretariat of State to the Administration of the Patrimony of the Apostolic See, APSA, to improve transparency and resource management. Additionally, it was revealed in 2020 that the Vatican had stakes in Hertz, a car rental company that filed for bankruptcy that same year. These investments, along with other financial decisions, have been the subject of scrutiny and debate over the Vatican's financial management. But what is the most expensive and valuable thing about the Vatican? Let us remember that the Vatican, as the center of the Catholic Church, is a place of deep spiritual significance for millions of people around the world. St. Peter's Basilica, with its magnificent architecture and rich history, is a place of pilgrimage for Catholic faithful and also attracts many tourists interested in its artistic beauty and religious importance. The chair of St. Peter represents papal authority and is a symbol of apostolic continuity in the Catholic Church. Furthermore, the Apostolic Palace, as the residence of the Pope and the site of many ceremonial and administrative activities, is a place of great importance for both the Church and the international community. The Vatican Apostolic Library, with its vast collection of ancient manuscripts and rare books, is a priceless cultural treasure that reflects centuries of history and scholarship. Together, these elements make the Vatican a unique and revered place in the religious and cultural world. That said, You should know that the Vatican produces more than 50,000 works of art. In fact, the Vatican museums are the most visited in the world, with more than 6 million visitors a year. In addition, it is also the largest book publisher in the world, with more than 150 books published each year. What is the greatest treasure of the Vatican? The Vatican is known for being home to some of the most valuable treasures in the world. From Michelangelo paintings to crown jewels, the Vatican has a long history of owning some of the world's most valuable objects. But what is the most valuable treasure in the Vatican? The shroud is a linen cloth that, according to Christian tradition, was used by Jesus to wrap his body after his crucifixion. However, it is important to clarify that the shroud is not officially in the possession of the Vatican. It is kept in Turin, Italy, in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. Although the Vatican has shown interest and conducted studies on the shroud, it does not officially consider it part of its treasure. The shroud has been kept for several centuries in the chapel of the same name. After the fire of 1997, it is located under the Tribuna Reale, still in Turin Cathedral. As for the most valuable royal treasures that are in the custody of the Vatican, these include a vast collection of art, religious relics, and historical documents. Among them are masterpieces by artists such as Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo da Vinci, as well as important religious relics and ancient manuscripts. Among the most valuable volumes is the Codex Vaticanus, one of the oldest manuscripts of the Bible, dating from the 17th century. On the other hand, the papal tiara of Pius IX is one of the most valuable pieces in the exhibition. This ornament was worn by the then greatest ecclesiastical figure during his coronation in 1846 and is one of the last papal tiaras to have been used in history.